We all want that magazine cover kitchen, but real life happens in the kitchen, and eventually a glass of red wine is going to tip over. If you choose natural quarried Italian marble, you get unparalleled, completely unique veining. No two slabs on earth are exactly alike. But that raw stone is highly porous. It requires a strict schedule of chemical sealing, and even with that protection, a simple squeeze of lemon or splash of vinegar will physically etch the surface. The interior design industry has spent the last 2 decades trying to engineer a material that solves this specific vulnerability, because you shouldn't have to choose between a countertop that looks beautiful and a surface you can actually cook on without a constant baseline of anxiety. That exact tension is why Eternity Quartz exists. It's an engineered surface built specifically to bridge the gap between high-end stone aesthetics and daily durability. This diagram shows how it's made. Instead of cutting a raw block out of a mountain, Eternity blends natural quartz crystals with high-grade polymer resins and precise color pigments. Binding those elements together under extreme pressure creates a completely solid, non-porous surface. Practically, that means the stone never requires a chemical sealant. It physically blocks bacteria, cooking oils, and wine from penetrating the material. You secure the prestige of a luxury surface while permanently eliminating the maintenance chores of natural stone. To see how it actually performs, we have to look at the numbers and pit engineered Eternity Quartz directly against natural quarried marble. Aesthetically, Eternity provides predictable slab-to-slab patterning. If you need 3 slabs for a large kitchen, they will match. Natural marble is entirely up to chance. This comparison matrix breaks down the daily realities. On maintenance, Eternity asks for a quick wipe down with mild dish soap, while marble demands regular resealing to survive a busy home. Notice the stark difference in acid resistance. Citrus and vinegar act as solvents on raw marble, eating away the finish. They have absolutely no chemical effect on quartz polymers. When we measure physical hardness using the Mohs scale, engineered quartz consistently scores higher. It easily deflects the scrapes from sliding heavy pots or dropping silverware. Then there is the cost. Natural premium marble sits firmly in volatile, high-end luxury pricing. Eternity Quartz drops into the accessible mid to premium tier. For most active households, that bulletproof durability and a predictable project budget heavily outweigh the romantic appeal of cooking on raw stone. If you decide on engineered stone, you face a second choice. Why pick an imported, curated brand like Eternity over heavily marketed legacy names like Caesarstone or Cambria? Structurally, they are nearly identical. All these brands use roughly the same quartz-to-resin ratio and deliver the exact same zero-maintenance benefits. The major trade-off is the warranty structure. Legacy domestic brands offer lifetime residential warranties. Eternity's coverage varies depending on your local distributor. The financial upside to that trade-off is significant. Choosing Eternity allows you to bypass the brand name premium, securing that high-end marble look for a highly competitive $70 to $150 per square foot installed. Your exact number will depend on the specifics of your layout, like complex edge profiles, sink cutouts, and total square footage. But Eternity offers a massive architectural advantage for complex designs: super jumbo sizing. These slabs stretch up to 135 by 75 inches, allowing you to cover massive kitchen islands without a single visible seam. If you want expansive waterfall edges and premium styling, Eternity lets you optimize your budget and pay for the material itself, rather than the logo on the back. That budget optimization doesn't mean a limited selection. The Eternity collection features over 60 distinct colors and patterns. Their flagship is the Calicata series. These slabs use a bright white background paired with bold, dramatic veining to replicate high-end Italian aesthetics. If that feels too loud, the Carrara series dials it back, offering softer, smokier gray-on-white patterns that fade quietly into an understated kitchen. And for those seeking a dark, moody architectural statement, their exotic line features deep, earthy patterns inspired by volcanic stone and desert landscapes. You can lock in the exact aesthetic you want without sacrificing industrial-grade durability. But no building material works perfectly in every scenario, and Eternity Quartz has a hard limitation. The polymer resins that bind the quartz crystals together are highly sensitive to prolonged UV light exposure. Over time, heavy, direct sunlight will cause the material to yellow and fade. This creates a strict rule. Eternity Quartz should never be installed in outdoor environments, on open-air patios, or in exterior kitchens. If you are building an outdoor space in the Northeast, you need a material that can handle the sun. For that, you'll need to pivot to natural granite, quartzite, or porcelain slabs. Knowing exactly where a product fails is the only way to guarantee a successful long-term return on your renovation investment. This flowchart maps out the final decision. The right choice comes down entirely to how you weigh your daily lifestyle against your goals. Eternity is the definitive choice for indoor projects, where you prioritize heavy use durability, demand classic marble aesthetics, and want to optimize your budget. Cross it off your list entirely if you are building outdoors, or if you simply must have the absolute one-of-a-kind uniqueness of raw quarried stone. But selecting the right material is only half the process. Purchasing a perfect slab means nothing if the execution falls flat. Custom edge profiles, precise sink cutouts, and the safe transport of a 135-inch super jumbo slab demand expert local fabrication. You need seasoned professionals, like the multi-generational team at Flemington Granite, to cut and install it correctly. For tri-state homeowners, the final step is seeing the material for yourself. Visit a local showroom to view the full-scale slabs in person and schedule a consultation to get your project on the calendar.